rocket like rocket fuel.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. Stop your work.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come. Whip. It's free.
That ball complete to Isabella. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll try the left side. Winters. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set, ready, 6 yards, 150. Who that?
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. Go to base. 43. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Kaiser on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check it backer. Check it backer. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double. Match box. Right.
Here's Kaiser. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Arnie. 58 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go. With the flag. Mike, 58 right there. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator. 18 Gator. 80 weapons. We got to get the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Following the interception, Kaiser. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Go get him. Set, go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you had a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the screen. 36.
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
At their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A first carry now. This is Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Kaiser. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
We got 3.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Chiefs 3.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
This side, baby. That's a baby side. Kill. Turn around. West. Switch.
From the gun, Kaiser. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it.
Johnson running right. And some room to maneuver. 20. A big run there by Johnson. 42 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
You ain't got nothing. Check 31.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, Kaiser. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Check 99. Check.
Kaiser now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll make it third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Third and long for Kaiser. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run on first down. Winters. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
We got 4. We got 4.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Good luck, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 38, Kaiser completes it to Hardman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? To throw is Kaiser. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Bird to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over first and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Murray looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
3 down. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Ready?
Kaiser to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 4.
From the gun, Kaiser. And that will be incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser, headed for the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
Got it. Check mark 50. Mark is a 50.
On first down, Winters. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Michel. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. No.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Murray now, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. This one caught by Isabella. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Ready. Get the right one. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch twins. 22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover. Delta.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Murray, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check
first down. Murray. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On second down, Winters had some room to work, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Chiefs 10. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Johnson. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Bird on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Eluding the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either, so the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch QB drop. Go. Be ready. Be ready. Check. Fresno. Check 50. Check 50.
Off the draw, here's Michelle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
That's a what? 94 is the match.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. We're back now in KC. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. To throw on third down, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Kaiser. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Again, it's Kaiser. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and now it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mike 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kelvin Harmon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now. 15-runner. Here we go.
On second down now, Winters. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 38. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Take me out. Here we go. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Let's go, defense. Out of time. Let's out.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser is going to float this over the middle deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Kaiser yet again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46.
57's Mike.
They'll throw again. Kaiser. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Kaiser. His throw incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11.
58's Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 58's Mike. 58's Mike.
From the gun, Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Chandler Jones. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
25-yard line.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Watch the safety creep. Check 26, check 26. Hey, check. Crunch.
Again, it's Michel. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Slam.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And Wilson has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
First down, Arizona.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Michel. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Down. 60 outlaws. Mike 50. Coming this way. Here we go.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Arizona, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.